Everybody knows that the zombies get stronger as the game goes on. With each subsequent round, the zombies get more health and they spawn faster, and eventually they overcome you and you die. That's how the game works. There is no winning, you just survive a little bit longer each time. Sometimes though, the game goes on for so long that it's almost hard to imagine how strong the zombies are. They're just strong. There's no other word to describe it. You can't even quantify it. But I thought today, let's dive into it. Let's go under the hood and see how strong exactly a zombie is at, say, round 100. Before we begin, I do want to make a quick announcement. This summer, I'm going on tour. It's what I'm calling the ZOMBS European Tour. Me, RadAustin27, and Quinn Knight Z are hitting the road and going to a number of places from the zombie storyline, such as the real-life Der Riese, the real-life Origins, the real-life Der Eisendrache, and many more. And this is going to be an endeavor in which we make a bunch of videos and a bunch of podcasts. If this is a project that you would like to support, I'd recommend you check out the Indiegogo link down below. There you can donate to the project and get a number of really awesome perks, such as a limited run of my Zombie Chronicles poster pack, a limited run of my Perca-Cola's revamped sticker pack, or a signed and autographed postcard from the entire ZOMBS crew. If any of that sounds interesting to you, a link is down below. Let's lift up the hood though of Black Ops 3 Zombies, dive into the numbers, and see how strong the zombies are. At round 1, the zombies begin with a health of 150, and the health of the zombie increases linearly up until round 9. It increases by 100 health points a round. After that, the zombie's health system starts to change slightly. It has a formula where it increases by 1.1 times the previous round's health. So it's a formula kind of like this: 950 times 1.1 to the R minus 9th power, where R stands for the current round that you're at, and R must be greater than 9. So you have to be past round 9, and after that, the zombie's health starts to increase exponentially. So it kind of looks like this. At round 1, the zombies have a health of 150, and this increases by 100 every round until round 9, where the zombies have a 950 health. At round 10, that 950 is multiplied by 1.1, and it is now 1,045. Then this keeps going, and eventually, say round 50, they'll have a health of 47,295. By round 90, it goes all the way up to 2,140,578. Now at round 100, the big question: how strong is a zombie at round 100? Well, they have a health of 5,552,108. Think about that. The health of the zombie increases by over 3 million from round 90 to round 10, whereas the difference between a zombie's health from round 10 to round 50 is around 46,000. Just to kind of give you an idea of how quickly this grows, this is the exponential function that describes how quickly the zombie's health grows. It's incredible. It's insane. Now, throwing numbers at you, 5 million health points doesn't mean much. It's hard to wrap our brains around it. So let's put it in terms of something I think a lot of us can relate to. One of the strongest bosses we've ever experienced in zombies, George Romero. George Romero has an interesting health system where he has 250,000 health points, and then that multiplies by how many players are in the game. But just to simplify the process, in a single player game, George Romero has a health of 250,000. Compare that to a zombie at round 100 who has a health of around 5.5 million health points. So basically, a zombie at round 100 is as strong as 22 George Romeros. You would need to kill George Romero 22 times in Call of the Dead just to kill one zombie at round 100 in Black Ops 3. And normal guns are virtually useless against zombies at round 100. For example, you could use the Bloodhound, which will require 138,802 headshots to kill a zombie. The Kuda, a little bit better, about 50,473 shots to kill a zombie at round 100. The Haymaker is pretty effective at killing zombies this round, and it's so effective that you will kill one zombie with just 4,957 headshots. So, pick and choose your battles. Virtually all the guns at this round are useless. By the time you use all the shots in your gun, you're going to have to swap it out for a new one. And if you want to stick to that gun consistently, good luck. It's going to take you forever. And I'll be honest with you guys, I saw these numbers and I didn't let it discourage me. I decided I was going to go in-game and try to actually kill a zombie at round 100 and see how long it took. But I gave myself some help. So first I went ahead and I used a mod to skip all the way to round 100. And then I played the game until there were just 4 zombies left. I wanted to just have 1 zombie left, but it's hard to really narrow it down, so I figure 4 is good enough. I then gave myself a ray gun with unlimited ammo. So you'll notice that every time I reload, I just get another clip added to my total, so I never run out of ammo. And then I just sprayed until the zombies die, and I'm not gonna lie, this took a very, very long time, and eventually it took so long, after about doing this for 6.5 minutes, one of the zombies despawned, which meant, so zombies typically last in a map for so long and then they respawn back in. You'll see them just kind of randomly die off after nobody had killed them, then they appear back in the map again. I was able to let the zombies respawn before I was able to kill one, but after a while, I eventually did kill a zombie. And then he actually dropped a death machine. I was able to narrow it down then to just 1 zombie left in the map, and I tried to kill him, and he died not long after that. So they both had relatively close or similar health points. And in total, it took about 1,200 ray gun shots just to kill my first zombie. And this is roughly about 6.5 ray guns, give or take. The thing about the ray gun is it's hard to exactly quantify how many shots you took because of the splash damage. Some shots are more effective than other. In fact, fun fact, it's more powerful to use the splash damage sometimes than it is to get a direct impact hit with the ray gun. Here's the odd part about this. So the ray gun can deal at most 1,500 damage. Now, like I said, I didn't always apply the same amount of damage to zombies because sometimes I use the splash damage, other times I use the direct impact. However, after just going through and watching how many times I reloaded my ray gun, I used about 1,200 rounds of the ray gun. So 1,200 rounds at, say, 1,500 damage apiece is 1.8 million damage points, or health points that I took away from the zombies, which isn't enough to kill them, especially when you consider that the zombies of this round have a health of 5.5 million. I shouldn't have been able to kill a zombie, yet I did, and this is the interesting question. Does the zombies' health degrade over time? Which means, are the zombies so strong that it's not even possible to kill an entire zombie and the game has to help you out by slowly degrading the zombies? This is something in my research that I wasn't able to figure out, whether or not the zombies' health degrades over time. My in-game experiment would suggest otherwise, but maybe there are other factors at play that would have an effect on this outcome. Regardless though, if you did want to try to kill a zombie at round 100 with just conventional methods using, say, a ray gun, it's going to take you around 1,200 ray gun shots. Now, you aren't going to have the luxury of being able to have unlimited ammo, so you're going to have to go hit the mystery box multiple times and get yourself a ray gun around 7 times just to kill one zombie. That's going to take you a long time. In fact, NGT once tried this experiment a few years back in Black Ops 1, and it took him hours to do. Because I had the luxury of unlimited ammo, it went relatively quickly. But normally in-game, it wouldn't take as long as it... Normally in-game, it would take you much longer than it took me. And this is quite frankly an inefficient way to kill zombies. Zombies are definitely killable at round 100. What most people do is just use the traps, but in Black Ops 3, thanks to the addition of double pack-a-punch, it's now actually really easy to kill a zombie at round 100 and kill an entire horde. All you have to do is just use a double pack-a-punch thing, because once they're affected, then you basically have insta-kill. So I was able to use Deadwire and relatively quickly dispose of this horde at round 100. In fact, I guess you could say that at round 100, something like Deadwire is more effective than, say, a ray gun, which is pretty interesting. That's going to wrap things up for this video, though. This is how strong a zombie is at round 100. I hope you found this interesting. If so, maybe give it a like, possibly subscribe for more. I'm going to go. Have a wonderful day, and bye.